Welcome to the CPM Customer Success Podcast, where we help Office of Finance leaders enable an exact solution to enhance their corporate performance without spending countless nights and weekends in the office. Hi, I'm your host, Andy Smetana with Nova Advisory. Nova Advisory is a 100% OneStream professional services diamond implementation partner. We help OneStream customers and prospective OneStream customers get the most out of their OneStream investments. And for CPM customer success listeners, we now have a weekly newsletter to keep you informed on the latest CPM customer success news. By subscribing today, we'll keep you informed on episode releases, including customer success stories, OneStream interviews, and capabilities to keep you up to date about OneStream's unified platform for finance. You can check that out now at Nova Advisory's website, novaadvisory.com/podcast, and subscribe to the CPM Customer Success Podcast newsletter today. So today we're recapping OneStream's annual user conference Splash, held this year in Nashville. We'll recap the innovations announced at the event, covering how OneStream customers are achieving CPM customer success with OneStream here in 2025. So last week we covered some of the initial highlights and what we anticipated happening during the Splash event in Nashville. And this week we'll dive deeper into all of the new innovations and capabilities that OneStream released and announced last week. So every year Splash kicks off with a vision keynote. And this year, as we highlighted back on episode 62, there's a heavy AI focus. And trust me, it wasn't just another AI buzzword fest. This was a vision, this was a roadmap. And if you're in finance, like I know CPM customer success listeners are, it's a bit of a cheat code to accelerate speed to value with OneStream's latest capabilities. So OneStream opened this conference up big. They made it clear that this isn't just about AI for the sake of AI. This is finance AI. It's purpose-built, it's secure, and designed for people in the CPM customer success community who have to explain variances, who have to close the books every month, and still find some time to steer and guide the business. So what's new? One word, well, it's really two words technically, sensible AI. So OneStream's new technology, sensible AI. We don't need wild, unexplainable guesses. We need clarity, we need trust and speed. And that's exactly what OneStream has delivered and is rolling out. So the keynote address walked through the OneStream vision in three core areas: AI forecasting, AI Studio, and AI agents. So let's unpack each of those and describe what those capabilities are. First up, forecasting. So we covered OneStream's Sensible AI forecasting solution. It was formerly referred to as Sensible ML, and we covered that in detail in CPM Customer Success in a 3-part episode series. So if you haven't checked that out, I suggest you go back after this episode and listen to that. They're episodes 27 through 29. OneStream's now supercharged Sensible AI, and they didn't just slap a ChatGPT-like app on it and call it a day. This thing is now blending quantitative AI and generative AI together. So what does this mean for you? You get ultra accurate forecasts. It includes narrative explanations. And it's kind of like having a data scientist on staff who also writes a bit of poetry. So Endeavor Energy, we talked about them briefly on episode 62. They're a utility provider in Australia. They shared their story at the Vision keynote. They implemented AI forecasting first, right out of the gate, without any other OneStream capabilities. And they really didn't get to the core platform yet. But within 12 weeks, they cut their forecast cycles down from 2 days down to just 10 minutes. That's not a typo, 10 minutes. They increased their forecast accuracy in the process from 94% accuracy to 98% accuracy. And that's with no data scientists on staff. And that's the power of finance owning AI. It's not just watching from the sidelines or being dependent on another organization or group like IT. This is about AI-powered finance. So the second area highlighted at the keynote in terms of OneStream's new AI capabilities is the AI Studio. So this is OneStream's infinitely extensible AI playground. It includes new models, new routines, new plugins, all dropped into a centralized studio for easy reuse of AI agents. So think of this as like the App Store, but it's for AI blocks that you can drag and drop into workflows within OneStream's platform. They're already baking AI into key solutions like account reconciliations, ESG reporting, and system diagnostics. And the fun part about all this, it's all configurable without code. You don't need to know or have programming experience. This is drag and drop type functionality. And seriously, you can turn an anomaly detection on within your account recs and let AI highlight fraud risk, misclassified entries, or just weird stuff that your team may have inadvertently overlooked. It's not just accuracy, it's speed, it's transparency, and it's getting your life back. So the third area of highlight from the Vision keynote were these agents. They aren't just chatbots, they're smart, embedded assistants that live inside your finance workflows. And here's the lineup of agents announced at Splash. The Finance Analyst Agent. So you ask, show me budget to variance for March. Boom. Cube view, visualization, no clicks, it's just done for you. The next up, an Operational Analyst Agent. So if you want to slice and dice transactional data, you ask in plain English and you'll get a SQL quality query with no SQL required, no syntax, no writing code. Next up is the Search Agent. So forget sifting through PDF files looking for answers. Instead, you can ask, how do I update my forecast? This will fetch documents, it'll give you answers, it'll even guide you through steps to find the information you're looking for. And then next up, we have the Deep Analysis Agent. This agent takes your contracts, your financials, your KPIs, and it will look at and take complex logic and questions like, should we grant a 3 times liability cap to customer X? It will think through that question, it'll reason, and it will help you look like a genius by providing those answers in board meetings. The final capability of focus in that Vision keynote and highlighted in the Splash throughout the week was Genesis. Now, Genesis is OneStream's plug-and-play architecture. It lets admins or power users spin up full dashboards, interfaces, workflows in minutes. These aren't just visuals. You can embed calculations, workflow steps, and even AI-driven comments. Picture this. You want a variance commentary dashboard that summarizes insights using AI, translate those into a foreign language like Spanish, and visualize trends over time. You can build it with Genesis blocks. There's no code required. There's no tickets into IT. You just click, publish, and impress. The AI keynote wasn't just about cool technology, though. This was a call to action because let's be honest, finance teams are tired. They're tired of being buried in Excel. They're tired of being under pressure from leadership to not just report on the past, but also to predict the future. And yet we still spend hours searching for files, fixing templates, or stitching together systems that barely talk to one another. OneStream's AI Vision flips that. It's not just AI for show, it's AI that works for you. It works with your data, it works with your teams, and it's inside the OneStream platform that you already trust. So if you're asking yourself, what's now? What's next for me? If you're already on OneStream, learn and lean into the AI roadmap. Reach out to OneStream and to Nova Advisory to discuss how to get started with these new AI capabilities. If you're evaluating platforms, these new capabilities are available and ready to use now, regardless of existing finance applications or whether or not you're a OneStream user to date. OneStream is the unified platform. It's secure, it's AI powered, it's your AI powered future for finance, and it's the future that finance deserves. So that's a wrap for today's episode. Hope you've enjoyed the Splash recap. Hope for those of you who are in attendance at Splash Nashville, this is a helpful reminder of those capabilities. And hopefully you've gotten a few new ideas to take back to your organization. Thanks again for joining today's episode of CPM Customer Success. And a reminder to check out the CPM Customer Success weekly email newsletter to stay informed of the latest CPM Customer Success episodes and OneStream news. You can check that out at Nova Advisory's website, novaadvisory.com/podcast, and subscribe to the CPM Customer Success newsletter today. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you next week for another episode of CPM Customer Success.